Getting fried, New World Order style. Welcome to the agenda, visiting you and taking away your rights to have clean air and clean vibrations and no EMF. And boy, did you get fried off the coast of Australia today. And boy, do I think that Tonga earthquake was induced by electromagnetic frequency. So I'll, without further ado, go straight to the latest earthquake map, and it shows the sweats of the latest action through here and here. Now, if you look over here on this, these things I pulled up here, I did a little graphic for you here. You'll see a beam came down here like this. Also on another graphic I took, you'll see a beam come across over here. So I'm going to go over that. And so really, the interference patterns of these big beams, you can see the pulse here is 1, 2, and it swept that direction and that direction very suddenly to sling the river of moisture this way like a wiper blade and then back like that, which is going to pin things against this coast here. You see that line right there. Boy, have you guys gotten fried. Yeah. Who is doing it? Yeah, exactly. So this kind of shows the same lines of these earthquakes here in this pattern with the correlation between the beams pattern over here, and there's many more of them going on. So I'll chunk those down now. Hope you got the best sound that you can, and if you don't like it, you can lump it. Kind of where I'm at. So here you see I showed a beam on my wall. See, hoping you guys was gonna keep an eye on this yourself, that it come down in this direction here. So I'll go through that now, and you see it's much more pronounced right now. Now the air over this side of the coast now is very perturbed. The atmosphere is moving, and you'll notice it bending. Well, that's because it hit condensates or made cloud nuclei that then in the wind moved, and as it moved, it made a curve look to the conical beam. As you see, another, it looks like a ship has deployed from that position right there on the map, between right about 557 east and at about let me get that up accurately. As you'll see, these coordinates they're easy to measure. So you have a ship out here. Might even be like one of them ones I took a picture of over in Fiji. One of those ships. So if there was an EMF war going on, would you ever know it? The bombs would be a bit different, wouldn't they? And it looks like Jordan fired from over here around Newcastle. You'll see a very, very pronounced beam come across. Goes right over the top of where that was. And this is 48 hours. See how it see Jordan come on right there? It wasn't on, then whammo. So you have many devices there, and it's a lot of interference pattern going in this area here. It could lead to a very, very large quake, or even a volcanic activity in the water itself underneath, which could heat water, and then they can go, oh my God, global warming. But a microwave and a cup of water, what can that do? Does it make your water cold, or does it get hot? Does the water start staying hot, or sometimes hotter after it's sitting for a while? Does it take a long time to cool off after microwaving versus a regular molecular excitation of using heat itself in a barbecue grill? Only you could decide this. All I know is getting fried. Yep, the agenda's coming to you, and boy is it seismically active, and boy you got some terrible storms coming this way here along this coast here, and two big lines will be impacting Australia as they go across the country this week. So that's some wonderfulness is that you guys get I do get a screenshot of that here if you're curious, and I might even check it's Busquake Tonga. That's data. Let's see if that's the one. No, that's a different one. Well, you'll have to screenshot it yourself. I'm not doing it. Oh, that's not lollygagging. Come on, get up there. Oh, it's going up and I can't see it. Hey, it's been a while. Oh well, it's not successfully doing exactly what they wanted to do. But you see that big blaster there. It's pretty much centered over here. So that's going to cause a lot of effects, including moving a storm over toward New Zealand, sweeping it across our country. You got some big winds coming out here. It's going to be impacting your weather. So without further ado, I'll show you the doo-doo. And a Saturday in the parks is absolutely fubaria. It's going to be a drenching blessing for the Holy Trinity Gatekeeping Church of UK. who canceled my talk. Hey, because of pressure. I'll tell you what, I want to find out who the pressure cooker is and how crazy is this cooker and their cooker captain. And we will find out. Because you fucked around. Anyways, and New Plymouth, how you doing? Bit of chem action for you today. Boy, you want to see the setup that did that. Holy mother of pearl. Are you guys getting poo-pooed on your poo shells today? Bit of winter action there coming over toward the Fiordlands and along the spine that goes up the spineless people of New Zealand's country over down here in Sheepsville because they took the pressure and didn't put it back. What a fucking shame. Yes. Yeah, I'm in a mood. Watch out. North Palmerston, oh, some big heavy action, lots of wind, heavy surf. Boy, you surfers gonna be loving that. But I think if you walk around with an umbrella, you're gonna do your Mary Poppins impression there as we're heading through Wednesday and that, because this is fairly accurate here. And I'm gonna switch graphs on you because my determinant is set a little bit different. What? Yeah, I have to do that sometime. You see that big low out there? Yeah, want to see what it looks like? Yeah, it looks like this. Well, that was the chem from the other day. I was determining a sand event over here. I'll get back to that. Nah, I'll go right to it. Fuck it, man. You got sickness mixed right over the top of your Palmerston. Or look at this cloud of crap that came ashore right there. Right here. See that? That's the sickness mix. Deployed off coast for maximum sickinizations. Yeah, man. Malaysians. Yep, the Malays is flying. Look at the sickness mix. Even the Corellas are going off. These beautiful birds say, no more, no more. Will you poison these shores? That's right. When the land itself shows up, you better hope you're right and with your ancestors. They're going to hock at your ass right in the face. Oh, with a big plume. Oh, simulate the mountain range out here. Oh, would you look at the gulp. Ashes, EMF perturbation, evidence of most likely beams from down here that they hide from you on the radar feeds, because radar is just a fucking damn character now that they use to lie. You go to say there's a solar mass ejection every day, I'll say, come on, sell me the Brooklyn Bridge, and I'm not. Look at this crap. Look at all this sickness mix here, just absolutely burying the creatures under there, burying the whales that are transiting, burying the very hope of existence of things in a free state. When the animals don't have a choice over blocking the sunlight, we don't fucking do it. You want to walk around with an umbrella over your fucking head, do it. Make it the Rubella umbrella and check on out of here. Don't you believe some more lies from the official state line spewers of the toxic policies that only benefit the corporate wallets? And well, if there's less of you there, there's less of the theft that you'd have to pay back to you from all your Social Security if they put you down. Whole generation got fleeced there. Look at this crap here. Inside a cloud of EMF. Bzzz. Yeah, it's just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I see this crap going over the north over here. Oh my God, you punte. Fucking hell. Shade 'em up, Bo. There's this fucked up shit going over the top of you. You don't want to be breathing it. That's sickness mix. I recognize it anywhere. Operation Popeye used a very similar deployment method over the Mekong Delta and the Ho Chi Minh Trail using Agent Orange. And it had this look to it. Hint, fucking hint. Boom, boom, boom went the plumes off the coast, and away went your sunny day. What, are they having a military thing where they need extra stuff in the sky for their EMF weapons? Or are they just killing you and they ain't telling people? And they're using your good intention to bad purposes, towards their bad intentions, to sicken you. The corporate policies of this world sicken you. Increase their wallets. There are no curing wards in hospital, and the only cure for this stuff is standing up. The game board is on your backs. Don't you realize that by now? Boom! Look at this shit over here in the Darwin corner down here. Perth is copping it too down here. All the major city centers of Australia have been attacked and poisoned by the World Health Organization type lackeys. The billionaires with far too much money that want to be a trillionaire based on your fucking wallets, on your tax, on your children's future. Because you allow it is why it happens. That's why. Look at the sickness mix. Hard boogers today. Polymers hardening in blue light of the sky. Look at Tassie. That's right. The chemomaniacs have come into town here. Look at these bombs. Look at the bombs. Look at the EMF from the big Tiger station. They're spraying up the skies. Look at it. Confront the big squares that are staying in place and not moving along with the clouds. Evidence of electromagnetic frequency and chemical attack over the sovereign, peaceful populace of Anzac folks. They call you Oceania now. And we even look towards this direction here. You'll kind of see where the earthquake zone is, but that's not on the map because it's over the other side of the date line. And well, when you got a date with swiftness and thrift, oh my gosh, these fucking people out there. What do you want next? A pox upon your house? Well, this is the pox upon your house. It's a pox upon the birdhouse. Oh! Well, you ain't going to keep quiet that which needs to be known. And well, look at you getting fried over here, Brisbane area. Look at you getting fried over here, Harvey Bay, while the whales are transiting up the coastline, being tortured by infrasound and massive beams coming across our planet here, crisscrossing in their water, making their lives torturous, torturing the whales. How fucking dare we? Are we rolling still? Looks like it. Possibly. Yes. You're right, it is shocking stuff. Absolutely shocking stuff. And as you totals on the twos, as this is coming across here, is absolutely scandalous. And those big beams where they intersect will make large rogue waves, black blobs, on the map of waves. Because that blob actually means something, like the colors on the side here mean something. It's called the legend, the scale. What does it mean, these colors? And you have to determine that before you go sending me somebody's clickbait that doesn't even do an explanation because they just go, and want to be scared of everything. Probably get scared of their own shadow every damn day. Suck it up, Peter Pan. Quit looking for the shadow government. It's all around you. It's infiltrated your voting machine. Even the counting of it is done by them. You expect justice when justice... That would be like me expecting my place to police itself. No, the police will be doing this. You want to take a fucking goddamn... a fucking collection plate from my truck? Okay. And so be it, Jedis. Your one is just to have it taken from you. Look at that crap going over New Zealand. You think they're going to have a beautiful day tomorrow? No, they're not. Terrible totals to be expected for this storm. The wind damage is going to be the harshest one of all, with the accumulations over the next 36 hours. That's right. I'll give you the fives. They might have sharks showing up. That's higher than that. I'm expecting 5 to 7 centimeters through the swath as that moves over, and they're not showing it. Any new snow, they said there was going to be. What's going on with the snow? So I got to find a new menu. I don't like the new what they did, so I can't find anything. Let's see, we got any new snows on the 10s? It looks like you should be having some down the Fiordlands. We're just picking up a little bit on the 5s. So we're just more worried about the wind and what's coming across here. Right up the sphincter, man. You're going to have a big air blowing right up the sphincter where the sun don't shine because we decided to block it. Yeah, welcome to the planet where the sun don't shine. We can stick it. I'll tell you where that policy's going to stick it. So let me see if I can find the rain and thunder and all that rumbles again and keep you rolling along. And I'll show you the terrible totals that I'm seeing, that I'm expecting to rise. It's somewhere along this coast here. It's going to get 11 and 12 centimeters. Some of the trough is about to pick up 5 to 7 centimeters, and they'll get it really quick, like the snap sound you just heard. I'll close that off. Just gives more stuff to see. Here we go. Got all the pressures are running. We'll find out how good this video streams. First time I've ever attempted to make their modem get targeted and smoked, but this is one of those forecasts that no matter how I personally feel, I will never ever allow harm to happen without saying something. And this is going to be an extremely electrical line as we go through here toward Friday the 31st. And it's going to be a bad night for some. Could be highly electrical. Tornadic activity is to be expected when this thing splits apart as the mountain cuts it. This front here will start to drag while the momentum of this pushes a bit. Then the bubble up here is actually going to cut this storm as the oscillations between that high and that high try to dominate. And this one here, as it goes over, well, the high will move. It's the only way. If the only way it could stay in place is to heat it with beams, and that's possible. But the drag, even itself, right up the wazoo there, is going to cause that to slow down, which will change its pressure. Yep. And of course, then right over the radar station down here, the Tiger spot, you got to have a big blaster right to heat that up, and you have a fucked up day along that coastline. Yeah, man. My cunts are fucked. I nearly said, good morning, cunts. It's the kind of mood I'm in, so I just did. See that line right there about that time there, Saturday afternoon? This is fairly accurate, by the way. It's what I was expecting. Yeah, there's going to be some water cleansing going on. As some of these cells are packing a fucking lot of water. Yeah, even your 15-minute flow on that can give you a quarter of a centimeter. That's a lot. You don't want that coming down those hills and along the trough, because it's going to run. A big line of electrics here. As the radar stations cut these storms into cells as we get into Saturday, you're going to learn to read your radars, or you're not going to understand what's going on. You just won't see it. And again, another really wicked evening for us over here along this coastline here, where talks are being arranged. It's Cineplex. You ought to come on down there. That's right. Entrance is Koha only, which means free. If you find something of value, support it. If not. And I like to use my Koha to support some local things. Right? This is how we're supposed to be able to do things. But, you know, when supposed Christian people all quoting God to me steal the collection plate, I just see a devilish group of people that have been led astray, and then listen to people that don't even, that weren't even there, and just trashed my name. I did. I've gotten well slandered and libeled, but we're handing that off now. I don't care. I'll go down to the border today and say, is there something you want to say to me? Can I have that free ticket home? Oh, a lawsuit? Oh, that means I have a permission to stay here till your goddamn people tying everything up in court? I could be here a year from what you did. So from oneness, I thank you. Thank you very much. Spank you very much. That's the nicest thing that never one ever done for me. Have free lunch. Thank you very much. The system spanks you very much. Boy, they spank your fucking asses here. Look at this chemtrails here. All the way across your whole country. All the way across the nation. Contamination across the nation from the abomination known as the WHO crowd. Exit the hole. Exit it now. Who? Moloch says that. Who are you? Find out. Now I'll show you some of the sand and the sickness mix. This was the 24th of May. My God, did we get poisoned? My nose was burning. And we wonder why. Why were we feeling sick this week? What Tufago was going on? Yeah, well, the Watufagos, these are not marks of fires. I want you to start noticing this distance here. All right? That might be a control burr. We have no idea, but I'm going to show you some things as I go along, like this one here. Again, just notice that distance. It's nearly the same. If I had my micrometer here, I'd show you in front of a crowd. I can use a tape measure, and that's what I plan to do at the movie theater. And when I show you a presentation called, I think we're being lied to. We're lied about the sky, and we're lied to about a lot of things. And well, when the government safety experts then have to say, well, for safety reasons, we're going to have to remove the vaccine from the market so you can't test it and really see what was in it. I think that your faith in people like that is foundless. Look at the chemtrail here. It's a little bit different deployment than the chem bomb deployment over here. But if the vapors of that and all the fallout was over here when a plane went through it, the plane didn't have to do nothing but heat up those condensates and send it through its jet, and it would automatically make that line. That's right, because doing it done from balloons is different. Things have changed. The methods have changed through the years. So what you knew yesterday might not be true today. If I go over here to today, what I was watching for was, has there been any sand whipped up from the great sand pit out here? And there was. Absolutely was. I could see it in the sky. See how that's cleared air? And then we got the haze here. Right? This is condensation. That's not all morning fog. Right? And there's a lot of fire smoke going on again. And again, this one distance. Perfect equilateral triangles. Right? Perfectly. Same size. Dodgy distances. And I'll show you this in person. It's so much easier. That's just a singleton. Right, and this graph represents the ignition point or flash of the fire. You start seeing the same distance. It's just like fucking hell. They're burning this out again. I'm not going to go too much more into that because you guys got some terrible weather coming. Kind of gone over the totals and told you verbally what to expect. So I'm going to let this finish running there. Have a sip off my coffee and maybe read a couple of the comments off my phone. Come on, Mr. B, entertain us. Let him entertain you. Let him show you his feather vest. All in measured time. It's not that my eyes don't unsee, Nikki. It's just my mouth won't stop telling what I see because we're being ruled by Nazis, Ashkenazi, Nazi. They won the Khazar War of World War II, and I do believe that we lost the war, and it's been agreed to surrender the planet over due to the Battle of the Foo Fighters in Antarctica and a technology of which could have really wiped us off. But when I hear somebody with that kind of accent say we ain't gonna own nothing and we're gonna somehow be fucking happy, fuck that shit. That's in other words them saying everything you earn goes to them. Everything you wanted, your dreams, even your land with their streams, they want it. And if you're dead, you can't complain and make a lie about inheritance, and you think they're not giving their inheritance anymore, but really the computer has won it monopoly. Universal intelligence, I do believe, is self-aware, and that means there's a new entity on the planet, and we created it. So what kind of guardian going to be today? My gosh, look at the storms over there. I'm just backtracking over to see Tassie. I'm not liking the winds that are going to come through here. Are going to be fierce. So heads up there mid-afternoon in your travels there over on the east coast of Tasmania. Head right up here, up the old freaking Newcastle, where they fried everything. They're going to get their just rewards over here where they want a new port. Over at Seal Rocks. Better go look at that master plan, what they want over here, Bluey's Beach. They're going to have a Bluey over that one. A little too late. And all you people having a Bluey at me, have a Blowy on me too, yeah? Does that mean the same thing? Oh, Bluey and a Blowy? Yeah. Would I just say not even sugar my donut anymore? Yeah, you know I'm wanting a little bit of pleasure off your mouth for a change, other than the gobshites that happen. Yeah, I'm in a fucking mood, and I'll call them all out. Who's your daddy, Luke? Look at the fucking end of the tents here with another batch coming over, another clobbered, another old storm hitting New Plymouth, another dousing of the Wazoo. What a fucking shame. Yeah, that's just starting to show. When this tendril here works its way over, it's bad. And this hovering off the coast over here is very bad. You got totals of 10 to 12 through this corridor here, where I'm showing you. You got rains that are going to be on and off, leading to some very, very heavy totals around Caboolture and fucking Caloundra, Clown Town. Have it. Go wash that makeup right off you there in Bear Ward. He must be a bunch of beer drinker over here. Yep. And there's people he's selling their missus over Wivenhoe. Hi, she's a hoe. She's up here in the Tension Woods. That's where he must have seen it happen. He had some tension. Well, guess what? That road looks like you're going to have a little bit of action along and on the 10s, but not quite as bad as they're having down here. Yeah, this is a bad setup. And Perth, I told you, heads up. Don't say you weren't warned verbally. And yeah, you were right. And the setup for you is a lot of chem. It's a lot of crap. It's a lot of bullshit being spewed to us. And well, if you don't put an end to this, all these animals are going to end because of us. Complacency is consent. I do not consent to geoengineering. I do not consent to being hard. No more, no more! Are we the system's heart? Big love. Stay safe. Peace. Don't be a cunt.